Hi guys, how's the light? Am I stood in the right way? What do you guys think? Bit of light on. Is this good? It's a good setup. I've got two angles going on. I've got the phone over there and I've got the camera over there. So my dad has inspired me because he is doing so well with his YouTube through lockdown. I'm so proud of him, and he's doing lots of baking videos as well as gardening videos. So I thought, I bake a lot, and I got it from my grandma and my nan. So it runs in the family because my dad does a pretty good damn cake too, and my granddad used to bake really well. Mum also used to bake really well. She still does bake really well, but she just doesn't get to do that kind of thing anymore really. So I thought I would, as I've had such good feedback on my white chocolate cookies. I've been told they taste better than Ben's cookies. I'm sorry, Ben's cookies. I absolutely love Nyc Cookies. And I would literally go to Brighton or London just to get Ben's cookie once lockdown's over. But now I have this recipe. I don't really need to be ridiculous and go and travel that far. I want to say that this recipe is from Jane's Patisserie. I think that's right, on Instagram. New York chocolate chip cookies, and I will tell you, I have not been able to make from scratch chocolate chip cookies in my whole life properly. I've got the packet ones, or they just come out rock solid or gigantic and really thin. So I'm so happy I have this recipe now. It's absolutely amazing. I saw Zoe and Alfie do one on Zoe's Instagram of doing Tanya Burr's recipe. So I tried her recipe and it didn't go well. Let's just say that, yeah, they were probably about 20 centimetres in diameter and about 1 inch thick, i.e. very flat and thin. So I won't be making that recipe again because obviously I'm not very good at it. Alfie and Zoe's came out incredibly well. I just think I made them too big, but I went with the recipe, so who knows. So yeah, I'm here today to do a white chocolate cookies, a little bit of white chocolate cookie, and the plan is to just make 8 of them. I was going to double it up, but I want to FaceTime my best friend, so I am going to do it quickly. Hold that thought though. How exciting. I'm filming here, I'm filming there, and yeah, so I'll continue because the camera there is for my YouTube, which sounds hilarious, but I'll just crack on. I was filming an actual video before, but I thought I'm bad at editing on my mobile, so why not just do a live? How exciting. So as I was saying, I'm doing New York City chocolate chip cookies, and as I've said already, I've been told that they taste better than Ben's cookies. The lady I got the recipe from is, I want to say, Jane's Patisserie on Instagram, and I tell you, they are amazing. I've never ever been able to make cookies, and I bake a lot, which is probably why I put on so much weight. But yeah, I've never been able to make proper cookies. They come out flat or chewy, which there's nothing wrong with that, but these should hopefully, apart from now I'm filming, they'll probably be really bad, but these should hopefully come out really well. Touch wood. Oh, I forgot. Well, this is helpful. I forgot the baking butter. I once baked a birthday cake and forgot to put the eggs in, so it's probably good that I started off from here. Let's open that. No one else is going to be eating the cookies, so lick the finger. So this recipe is a bit different because you don't actually use caster sugar like I do with absolutely everything. So it's an interesting one, but you start off with, you can tell that I bake. I have an absolutely ridiculously large butter for my cakes. So you need 125 grams of baking spread, unsalted, because you don't want that much salt in your cookies or your cake. So don't use margarine. Well, you can use margarine, but I would use Stork or just this awesome Morrison's baking spread, or any baking spread that you can get. So I need 125 of that. That's 130. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, we'll go with that. 126. It's close enough to 125. I've just thought, you guys, your ears are going to get really hurt. Try and maybe switch off the sound if anyone's actually still watching, which I'm sure no one is. But yeah, try and turn off the sound because soon I will be doing my whisk and that won't be very entertaining for you. Beat until creamy. I did, until last week, have an actual mixer, but it only mixes if you hold it down, so what's the point in that, really? So, as I said, a bit different. Caster sugar is not used for these cookies. You've got light brown sugar and granulated sugar, which I only ever use or see in cups of tea and coffee. So it's a bit different, but it works. And she does say this in her recipe and on her blog, that it does work. I promise you, it does. I made dairy milk ones, not white chocolate ones, with caster sugar, and they are not the same. So you want 100 grams of light brown sugar. Come on. Oh, I hoped that would be okay. But no, I'm going to have to open another pack. This also goes really well in porridge. Brown sugar. All that brown sugar. Is anyone actually watching, or should I just turn the live off? Because I feel like no one's probably watching, so what's the point? Oh, boring you all. Oh look, sugar is everywhere. Isn't that good? And then you want 75 grams, 76 of granulated white sugar. Get that out of the way. And this is when you want to turn off your volume. Which, at least on a phone, it's pretty easy to turn off. Don't you love it when the camera you're using shutters off when it's recording? That makes sense completely to me. Egg. 1 egg. I couldn't get flour or eggs for 6 weeks. It was ridiculous. How's everyone feeling in this lockdown? And I saved the eggshell because the hubby uses it for the garden. Don't ask. Do not ask. And now I've got eggy hands. This is going extremely well. Who have we got on? Anyone actually watching? Anyone actually enjoying this? Are you still filming? Okay, you are at the moment. Goes to sleep. Plate. looking very good. Add the plain flour, the baking powder. Now, I'm naughty. I don't use bicarbonate like it says to use, bicarbonate and baking powder. I just use the baking powder and it works for me. Then you put a little bit of salt in it, and then you put the baking powder in it. Baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons, not tablespoons. Put a little bit more for luck. So that's that done. And then we've got the flour. Done, not done. Flour. 300 grams of flour. This is the fun part. The fun part is putting the chocolate in it. So yeah, 300 grams of a plain flour. And then you just beat it until cookie dough is formed. While using a mini sieve. Concentration is key, so that I don't get told off for having flour all over the kitchen. Shoo, fly. We're nearly there. Definitely did too much there. And then see what I do, and fail at putting it back into there. Cool. Glad that went gracefully well. Okay, we're at the end bit. This is the exciting part before you put them in the freezer for 30 minutes. So that looks like cookie dough, which is always a good thing. So you need, what was it, 300 grams of chocolate. So I've got my Milky Bar, and then I've got some Belgian chocolate, which is really good. They say use chocolate chips, but I don't do that. I do big squares of this and it tastes good. 100 grams, 200 grams, bit of a mixture. Let's make sure that this camera is still rolling, as they say. It is still rolling. Good. The best part. Whose favourite is white chocolate? I absolutely love a white chocolate. So I just cut it into bits. It breaks really into bits anyway, which is good. Into threes. Them to be huge bits, but you want them to melt in the middle when you microwave them later. You've got to make sure that you let them cool when they've come out of the oven. That is going to be good. And then chocolate bar number 2. It's like Willy Wonka. Charlie the Chocolate Factory. Getting goodies. I'd say no chocolate was harmed in the making of these cookies, but I would be lying. All the white chocolate is harmed. God, it must be very strong to cut this chocolate, I tell you. Yeah, my kitty cat can smell the chocolate. She'll probably start meowing in a minute, thinking it's chicken when it's not. She's a very confused cat. Look at those big bits of chocolate. You can't see them, but... Did anyone notice that I've not actually taken a bite of anything yet? That's big for me. So now you just basically make it into the cookie dough. like so. And then what I do, oh, cookie dough everywhere, off, is, usually this goes really well, but it won't now. Lift off the white chopping. This is the one that won't go very well. Oh, well, yeah. Lift off the white choppy again. Oh, I tell you, this is looking good. If I do say so myself. I do usually whisk it at this part as well, like an annoying person that I am. Great. I've got cookie dough everywhere. I'm going to have to just wash my hands quickly. Looks like we won't be whisking it like I usually do because we've already lost a bit of chocolate on the floor. Get your hands back in, and you want to do 120 grams per cookie. So you do 8 cookies, 120 grams of cookie, put it in a little ball, and then I wrap them in cling film and put them in the freezer for 30 minutes. And they come out looking a bit frozen, obviously, but then when you put them in the oven in a ball, don't flatten them, I don't anyway. When you put them in a little ball, then there you go to the perfect Ben's cookie, basically. It's incredible. I'm still here. Sorry, I thought I'd turn off the live because everyone was probably getting really annoyed with me on there, which I don't blame them. So yeah, now you've got your cookie dough. How delish does that look like? Seriously. And then, as I said, you need, don't worry, it's clean on this work bit, the workstation as they say. So you then cut all that bit of chocolate. And you then cut it, as I said, into 120 grams for each cookie. It's going to have an extra big one. I'm alright with that, are you? Now I just need to get a cling film. Alexa, set timer for 30 minutes.
Second timer, 30 minutes, starting now.
Come back soon, guys, because I'm going to show you the finished product once they've been in the oven. Hi guys, so I'm just doing you a little treat of how they came out. Look at them, don't they look delicious? So yeah, literally easiest recipe to do, easiest time to do them in, and I think I might have to have one myself in a minute. They are just divine.